One of the most wonderful things in this life is the feeling of love, the feeling of peace, the feeling that you can sleep without thinking about anything could harm you. So we are living in a great grace that we don't really appreciate it. Know how this thing is so valuable to us. What have been happening with the Palestinians is horrific and a catastrophic. Just imagine how they were displaced from their lands. We can see how violent they are, the Zionists. They're killing unarmed people, civilians people. The majority of them were infants, kids, women, elders. They weren't holding any weapons. They are people who just want to live in peace, people who just want to have a life, just want to be able to raise a family, to have a future, that no one harmed them, that they feel that they have a tomorrow. They don't have homes, they have hospitals. They don't have schools. All the places where people were used to enjoy and spend their time at, it was demolished. They made this land, which was a very nice land, full of life, they made it a devastated land, which is inhabitable for a human to live in it. And on the other side, we're looking to the Zionists. They're spending their life with no harm from anybody. And this land, it doesn't belong to them. You have to differentiate between the Zionists and Israel. Because Israel, they are Jews, then we are not talking about the civilians. We're talking about the Zionists, who has the power, who has the control, who has the army, who are doing this to the Palestinians all these years. But no one were stopping them. We have been witnessing this for years. And all these scenes become normal to us to see it. And this is the problem. They become normal to see it and become normal to accept it. But if we just put ourselves in their place and we ask ourselves how all these people who were killed, which they are martyred, they were merced by God, they will be in the highest level in heaven. But imagine the people who are still alive, who are living in this prison. It's like a huge prison. They will be torturing you, humiliating you, provoking you every day. Were the Palestinians not able to do anything? You have to take the permission from the Zionists to have a food, to have water, to have electricity, to do anything like any normal human being. They have to take a permission from Zionists. And you have to accept this. You have to be living every day in this pain, in this suffering. It's even worse than the horror movies that we have seen, like Saw movies or any of the disgusting movie that when we see it, our body feel, like a bazaar. They think that the Palestinians are their property. They can do whatever they want to do with them. If they are women, they can rape them. If they are kids, if they are elders, if they are infants, they can kill them. They can genocide them. They can cleanse them. They can do whatever they want. Even the dead bodies of the Palestinians, they benefit from it. Either they sell the organs of the bodies without the permission of their parents, without even burying them. Even they burn the body and get the skin to use it as a bank of skins. So they have a bank of organs, they have the bank of skins of the Palestinians' dead bodies. And see how many world crimes the Zionists have been doing to the Palestinians. Talking about innocent people didn't do anything. Just they are trying to defend themselves from any harm and defend their beloved ones. This is a normal thing that the human should do. Because how come you'll accept that someone is coming and try to harm you and harm your family and you'll accept this? So I want you to put yourself really in their place and imagine yourself being living this every day. You don't have freedom to argue in what they're doing to you or to any one of the people you love, because the idea is simply they just want all the Palestinians to leave West Bank and to leave Gaza Strip by any price. With no mercy, with no empathy, they want this to happen. And what's surprising me, most of the Europe countries and America, Canada, they're standing together to support this international crime. So how you guys, as the presidents, being our great models, our leaders, how you want us to understand the value of the human if you're not showing the world or you're not showing even to yourself the value of the human? Whatever human is, doesn't matter whether he's Muslim, whether he's a Christian, whether he's a Jew, whether he is any human. At the end, we all are son of Adam, son of Noah. We all came from the same source. So why this discrimination? We are living under our shelters. We are living in the AC. We are living, enjoying our day. We are eating with our family. We're having this gathering, but they aren't having this grace that we have. What we're having now is called luxury to them, which is a normal thing that the human should live. They're not having these rights. The question now that we should ask to every single person that was the reason of this to happen, till when this will be happening, and why the Palestinians have to live this for 75 years and almost 76 years now, and who are the guilty for all these dead bodies who were killed from the Palestinians. We're talking about more than 120,000 people were killed. Of course, after God will, they are murdered now. Who gave the orders to kill all these people, who are civilians, who didn't do anything for this to happen to them? They should be accountable for this. They should have a punishment for this. And we have all to condemn every single person who were involved in this, and every single person that was supporting this, and who is giving the orders in the Zionist. Netanyahu. So is the one who should be accountable for this. He should have like a punishment from the whole world for what he have done to the Palestinians all these years. And of course, the previous rulers of the Zionists, because we don't want this to be continue happening. We're saying that everyone should live in peace, because this is the right of every single human being in this life. And we have to remember very well that there is God. As we have to be worried for the moment that we will be standing in front of him, as he is going to be reckoning every single one of us. As he said in the Quran in chapter 5, Al-Ma'idah, from verse 32 till verse 34, he said, "For this reason we decreed to the children of Israel that whoever kills a soul, unless in retribution for murder or spreading corruption in the land, it is as if he kills all mankind. While if any saves a life or a soul, it is as if he saves the life of all mankind. Our messengers came to them with the clear signs, but many of them continued to commit excesses in the land. Those who wage war against God and his messenger and strive to spread corruption in the land should be punished by death, crucifixion, the amputation of an alternate hand and foot, or banishment from the land, a disgrace for them in this world, and then a terrible punishment in the hereafter, unless they repent before you overpower them. In that case, bear in mind that God is forgiving and merciful. You who believe, be mindful of God. Seek ways to come closer to him and strive for his cause so that you may prosper. Also in chapter 4 An-Nisa, from verse 56 till verse 58, God said, "We shall send those who reject our revelations to the fire. When their skins have been burned away, we shall replace them with new ones, so that they may continue to feel the pain. God is mighty and wise. As for those who believe and do good deeds, we shall admit them into gardens graced with flowing streams, and there they will remain forever. They will have pure spouses there, and we shall admit them into cool, refreshing shade." God commands you, people, to return things entrusted to you to their rightful owners, and if you judge between people, to do so with justice. God's instructions to you are excellent, for he hears and sees everything. So God has told us to be justice. When we judge between two people, will be justice, that he hears and sees everything. So bottom line, Palestine has to be free.